I think it's time to just pop open the 7 Up and a Crustable and some Elio's pizza and dissect 7th grade with one story at a time. What's up, y'all? It's me, Zeke. Welcome. What's up, y'all? It's me, Zeke. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. Yes. Yeah. So in today's video, I decided since I don't know, I'm feeling kind of like memory lane-ish today. I'm gonna give y'all a story time about a situation I got myself into some mess too in 7th grade. But here's the kicker: I'm not using any names. So you may know what this story may entail if you were part of it, but I'm not saying names because that's a thing of the past now. And there was things that everybody could have done better. But it's fun to just reminisce on past mistakes you could have made so you can learn and grow from it to become a better person. But anyways, before we get on with the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you get notified when I, the most demure person on YouTube, post a new video. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. Okay, so this particular story dates back to, I want to say like winter, like late winter, like early spring of 2024. So this happened a year ago. Okay, so here's how it all started. So I had 7th period tech class because that swapped out with my theater. So we were done with theater. So it was time for tech. Oh no, this occurred, was it during, it was one of the two. But no, it occurred during the theater era because during tech we were all cool again. But anyways, here's what happened. So basically, I have a tendency where if people like half swipe their messages before opening it, I feel some type of way about that. I don't really care that much anymore. I don't know why, but in 7th grade, it just irked my nerves so bad. I mean, obviously y'all are gonna be like, it's never that serious. You know what? Whatever. Maybe it wasn't that serious. But all I'm gonna say is in my 7th grade mindset, it was that serious. Like, it just irked my nerves. This particular story, we have this one girl, and me and her were really cool at the time before it happened. And we're gonna call her Leaf. So me and Leaf were cool in 7th grade. I don't know what it was. Around this time, I was noticing that Leaf had started to like get like really annoyed with me. But it's all good now. We're cool now. We just don't talk. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not mad about that. So basically, this one night, I was talking about something because I made a group chat with like the people I was cool with in that one class. We had a group chat, and I guess we were talking about something, and I saw that Leaf was half swiping. So, yeah, so I'm like, I don't know what it was, but this was like my breaking point because like she was already like acting kind of funny. I love going back into stories after I finish them so I can fill in the parts that I missed. So the initial reason for her being mad at me, I said it was like my suspicions that she was mad at me, but there was a legitimate reason for as to why she was mad at me. I have the screenshots right here. I can't show them, but I will say she was mad at me because so I made a group chat with our entire tech class. I made the group chat. And then Leaf was like, you should add everyone. And then when I add everyone, I'm like, oh, Leaf made me add everybody, and she got mad about that. In that sense, so I was like, okay, so like, why are you half swiping me? Like, what did I ever do to you? And then immediately everybody started coming into her defense, being like, oh, Zeke, it was never that deep. I do it with everybody, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I don't care. I just like, it made me feel some type of way. And everybody was just dismissing the fact that it made me feel some type of way, which I didn't really appreciate. But it's whatever. We're all cool now. But in that moment, I was like really upset about that. But anyways, what ended up happening was we ended up unadding each other after that little debacle. Okay, another thing. Before we unadded each other, me and her had a very, very important heart to heart. And we were just talking about it. She's like, I don't know what's the problem. I have a problem with people half swiping me, that's all. And then we just go back and forth. And then she's like, oh, I don't want to be friends anymore. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't want to be your friend anymore either. So basically in that moment we were just like over it. And honestly, we just needed a break a little at that point in time because taking a break helps you reflect and get better. If I was being honest, it could have been easily avoided. And then the craziest part of it all, we went into the group chat and we were like talking about we were just talking about it. I think before we got to the group chat, though, I removed her from that group chat and I was just talking at the gums. And then, oh my God, it came back to bite me in the ass later, but we'll get to that. Yeah, so after that, then we go to the main group chat and I wasn't really talking about the situation. I brought it up or something, I think. Because I don't know, on seventh grade, I was just on that messy time. I don't know why, but that's just what it was. So I brought it up. Then she responds, and then we're going back and forth because obviously now we're heated in the moment. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, what did I ever say to you? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's irrelevant. Because, like, she was like saying some things that were like false and served no relevance to the situation. Then she's gonna say, "Oh, telling somebody is irrelevant." And here I'm like, "Girl, what?" First of all, I still don't remember saying that. Even if I did, I would. It still served no relevance to it, but I don't remember saying that. If I did say that, obviously that's wrong, but that still served no relevance to what we were talking about in the moment. Um, but yeah, so after that, we just go back and forth a little more. And then she removes me from the group chat. And this is when I realized that nobody at that school really liked me because no one wanted to add me back for like a good week. Everybody always had a problem with me. They always said I was a drama starter, this, that, and the third. But for the most part, I didn't just start drama with somebody because they said like the sky was blue. Like I really limited the amount of times I went off on somebody because nobody liked when I was reading people because no one wanted to admit when I can admit when I'm wrong in situations. It's just like nobody ever wants to admit that they're wrong. So when I confront them for it, it's a problem. And it's like so annoying. So then I realized that nobody was really messing with me like that. But anyways, after that, everything's fine. It's deaded. There's no new updates about the story. None of that afterwards. And let me start eating because I have not eaten at all yet. Still pretty. So after that, we stopped talking for a little while. And during this period of ignoring, Leaf and her friend group that I am no longer a part of, they all get to talking with amongst each other. I don't know. They were just like the way they were trying to like go about making a solution for the situation wasn't helping. Like they were saying, "Oh, we need to exclude me, blah blah blah. He tried to hurt our friend, yada yada yada," when that wasn't even my intention. So that felt really really really, I felt that hurt me to see. And it came from people who had no idea like what my true intention was. So why are you talking at the gums when you don't even know my true motives? Like that was just really weird. And then when it came back to me and I saw what was said, I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, and I guess it was just awkward because we were like avoiding each other in the hallways. Like, obviously, we had a problem, so we weren't gonna talk to each other, but it was awkward. I was like, I really miss this girl because me and her were so cool. Y'all, I am going to have to say a part where I did very, very wrong, and that was posting to my main private story about this problem. And y'all, this is a major problem I have whenever I get into arguments with people. I be putting it on blast when people don't need to know about it. I don't know why it was such like a big canon event for me to want to do that, but I have officially stopped doing that. Like if I have a problem with somebody, it's gonna stay on the low. Like I'm no longer going to put it on blast. Um, Even if they say something about me publicly first, there's no point. Because literally, if somebody were to want to know about a situation, you literally, all you can do, just ask the source. Like, people don't need to know stuff that they don't need to know about. That's literally all I gotta say. So that's something I did do wrong. Like we had religion, English, that class, and then we also had Flex together. Flex is like a study hall. Well, at least for middle school at least. It was like our study hall, and then your flex depending on what your first period was. So since I had first period with her, we had the same flex. That flex, that's a story for another day. It was always something going on in there, but it was always fun though. Yeah, so basically we were like avoiding each other and stuff. But then I guess it was either on my birthday or like a few days before my birthday. I get a text message early in the morning from her, and she's like, "Oh, Zeke, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I know where I was wrong, this, and the third." And then that's when I was like, "Oh, I understand where you're coming from." And then I apologize for the parts I have had in it too. It was just like everybody could have done better in that situation. But before we apologized, we had one more interaction before that. And we were just like talking about it, and I was like frustrated. And then she sends me screenshots. She's like a little birdie told me this. It was somebody in that group chat, and to this day, I still cannot figure out who in their right mind was responsible for that. But whoever that was, you're real messy for that. I don't care if you think anything about that. Like, that was messy. Like, even if it was, like, you could have just, like, told her. Or, better yet, you could have not been messy at all, not said anything. You could have told me that I need to stop. I would have appreciated you, like, saying, Zeke, like, that's not right. But for you to go and blatantly take a screenshot and be a messy third person, like, I have an idea of who did it. It doesn't matter, but like judging from the personalities of everybody in that group chat, it really just narrows it down to a few people. And I know like that's so stupid to make assumptions, but like that's where I'm at right now. Cause like everyone was just messy in that school, and you know I will say I contribute to that messiness. I have no problem admitting to that. But yeah, so after that, there was really nothing else that happened to that story. I know that's like not really that important. Um but yeah, I just thought I should tell y'all that story because that it just came across my mind a little bit. There's so much lore from that seventh grade year because it's just full of messy people. It's not like from what I'm hearing, it's gotten less messy since I left. So I don't know what is being implied by that. Like, was I really the problem? Was I like the main drama? Like, no, it was giving that I was everybody's storylines because now nobody wants to, you know? Yeah, it really was giving I was everybody's storyline. But it don't matter now. Like, we're all cool now. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for this part. I'm gonna go put in a few clips from what I did earlier today. It was a very subtle section, so you're not gonna see much. Hey y'all, so it's about 4 o'clock. Is it about 4? Yeah, about 4. Anyways, we're loading the bus now because we're going on a trip to Christmas trip for the kids. This is Couture, y'all. You wanna say hi? Hi! This is Twane. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting on the bus now, and we're about to serve. Still pretty. Okay, y'all, so we just left. It's loud on here.
We got 20 minutes.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
Yes, yes. Yeah. There's no point in filming on the bus because it's just loud. Absolutely loud. So we will see you guys when we get there. Okay, y'all, so we have made it to the function for the children. Yeah. So I low-key feel like I'm being socially what's the word? Socially avoidant. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the word for it. Yeah, I have recognized quite a few people, but I'm just glad they have not noticed me, and I'm not approaching them unless they approach me first. So let's just hope it stays that way. But yeah, once I get out of this antisocial state, then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. Cause we didn't just come here just to like stare at our own reflection in our phone screen the whole time. If that was the case, I could have just stayed home. All right, y'all, so we just we're about to go, so we're outside getting on the bus, but y'all, it's snowing. It's so pretty, and I'm still pretty. But yeah, let's get on that bus. It's time to get on that bus. All right, y'all, so that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you enjoyed, make sure you have liked, commented, and subscribed, and turn on that post notification bell to get notified when I, your person on YouTube, post a new video. And remember that you are the baddest and not the saddest, and you got the fattest and not the flattest. I love you, bookies. I love you and love one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 12. Bye.